It's the RebelTaxi Pizza Party
Yeah.
podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Who are you people? I'm
And YouTube.
YouTube. Also YouTube.
Mostly
Twitch.
YouTube. Mostly
Twitchy.
YouTube.
Yeah. Who this?
Leave a comment down below if you're watching this on Spotify.
I'm Nolan. You may remember me from such hit movies as Firewalk with Me. I was in that one, I promise. And David Lynch's masterpiece, Blue Moon. Who else is here?
I'm Izzy. You may know me from your dreams.
No.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa, that was pretty defensive there, Pam.
Oh.
I'm like thinking, have I ever dreamed about Izzy? I don't know.
I don't know. I was like, I don't know.
I know I have good dreams when Izzy's in my dreams.
I was trying to think
do.
of like another Izzy, but I could only think of Digimon, and that didn't.
Yeah.
There's Digimon. I think there's probably some like famous person. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. And who's this other person?
Oh, I'm
Izzy.
No.
Stole my spotlight. But I'm Michael. I go by MEdwardsVA. I'm a voice actor. I've been doing it for about 5 years now. I've been in some stuff for Pymations. I was in a Suction Cup Man 3. I was the devil in that.
And in real
I have
life.
done. Thank you. It's method acting, but I've been in stuff for Smash Bits, Mashed. I'm doing something with Narmak right now, the guy who made Anime SpongeBob, which I cannot talk about what it is, but
Thanks for bringing it up. Thanks for
It's
the
self-explanatory.
It's like
Yeah.
I can say that. I can't say what it is, but I can say that I'm doing something with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doing it.
We don't know.
And some other things that I'm not proud of, but
Oh, man. What do you mean not proud of?
I've done a lot of Sonic comic dubs.
Oh, I was thinking of lewd stuff. I was like, whoa.
Are they lewd Sonic comics?
No, it's just Sonic comic dubs.
Oh,
There's no
man.
shame in that. We all dub our own comics.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't dub them. I do them for other people. I mean, I'm fine with them, but it's not something I go back and go, hey, I was in Pymation stuff and Sonic Mega Man Worlds Collide episode 6. Like,
Look, we've all drawn like cringy Sonic comics as a kid. For me, I used to draw like Sonic being killed or no, Kermit
what the
being
fuck?
killed. Whoa.
No, you talked about that one Sonic game that you just drew all over and made Sonic look like a thug.
Oh yeah, it was for Sonic 06. Yeah, because I have the cover of Sonic 06 and it's just like markered to hell where it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, he's got like a grill or something.
Yeah, he's got a
just
grill and a
What-
sideways hat.
Yeah.
like those gangster like Looney Tunes shirts, like
Yeah,
something like
pretty
that.
much.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
from like 2005
With, like,
and stuff.
Permanent
At the
marker. right-
mall?
Yeah, like the ones you see at those kiosks at the mall.
It-
That's how he drew
this was
him.
my way of getting back at this game that I did not like, Sonic 06.
Oh yeah, and I'm Nesska.
Nesca's here. Yes,
Yeah.
she's
Nesska is here, the queen. Well, Queen 2.
I was
Izzy's
about to say. No.
Damn.
Hey, Izzy, there's
Well-
not only one queen on the planet, there are plenty of queens.
Well,
It's
Izzy's
true.
my mom, so that'd make me the princess.
Ooh.
Ew.
Yeah. Well, I accidentally called Izzy my mom once at MomoCon.
That is
Oh, man.
true.
Fucking
That is
gross.
accurate.
Have you- have
Wait,
you
does
all
that
ever-
make like the pizza boy my like son-in-law?
No.
Son in pie?
Son and
And
pie.
And if they're getting married, can we all come to the wedding?
Oh, no.
Have you guys ever called like a teacher mom before, like Spinelli in Recess?
Mommy?
I haven't. I wouldn't do that.
Mommy.
Oh, Maiwa. No mommy, daddy.
Oh,
Have you ever invited a YouTuber on the podcast and call him daddy?
You-
I have.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was. Should I say who it was?
Some call me Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called him a daddy on that one.
Nah.
I've been in his streams actually. If you go see on his Some Call Me Johnny's YouTube channel, I'm on his streams usually Wednesdays.
Classic. Yeah.
Nice.
Some call me daddy.
But
Yeah, he is pretty great.
All call me Poppy.
Oh, you guys want to get into the news?
I like to call women daddy sometimes.
Sexist. It's our
What?
turn. You can't.
Them
afford
daddies are hot, okay?
Shut the fuck
Them
up. Stop.
A plus.
Well, I mean, if it's okay to call people daddies, why not like cousin, but in like a sensual way? Cousin.
Hey,
So you
hey,
have to have an accent and be like, hey,
Oh yeah,
cousin.
cuzzy.
Cuzzy. Hey, give me those cuzzy cummies. Yeah.
So I have a headcanon in the Sailor Moon anime manga. They have the two lesbians, and it's famously known that they dubbed them as cousins
Mhm.
in
They're
America.
cousins.
I really want to believe that they actually are like kinksters that with incest fetish, and they're just very like out about it.
Isn't one of them which it's Neptune and Uranus, isn't it?
Uranus.
Oh, that's the joke. That is the joke. Uranus.
You're in my anus.
Lesbians.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kiss me,
Nice.
cuz.
Sometimes Nesska calls me big bro.
Big bro.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love you so much, big bro.
Yeah.
Big brother.
No.
I call him Big Bro because he's always watching.
Ugh.
I remember.
Ugh.
This reminds me. Like, I remember when I was younger on like AOL, like 5.0 or whatever. Like being on, finding some pop-up ad, and it says, "Is Big Brother watching you?" And it's just, and I thought, why would that TV show be watching me? I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say like you thought your brother was watching you. I was like, I don't have a brother.
I don't have a brother.
It's like I don't have a brother.
That makes it even scarier, though.
Look out the window.
That was,
Look out the window, like, huh?
bro. But now it's like, what does that pop-up ad lead to? Like, has anyone in the comments, did anyone else in like 2003 or so get that pop-up ad, and did you click on it?
The Transformers will return after these messages.
But first, this podcast is supported by Patreons who donated $100. The first is the comic Analog Farm. On analogfarm.com, a comic about a ruined city stunted in growth after a tragedy, and characters are just living through it. It's very much embedded in 2000s hip-hop and animation culture. Read it on analogfarm.com. Our other sponsor is the art house film Standards and Musings. It's what the creator Haruko Please describes as a shoddily animated series of shorts about self-hatred and surreal humor while descending into hell. It was made with $40 and can be watched with the links below. Support me by supporting them. Also, we're coming back to MomoCon in Atlanta, May 21st to the 25th in the year 2020. Use the links below to get your tickets and show you're going there to see us. It helps us return more years.
We now return to the Transformers.
Wait,
Time to
were
go-
you too scared to click on the ad?
It was like it was 2003 or so. Nobody knew how the internet worked. They just told you like, hey, never give out your name, you know?
I gave out my
clicked on-
address on YouTube once, and I was like, "Hey, come meet me, lol." Just kidding.
Oh. I mean,
no.
you couldn't trust the internet back then. Like, you click on some video that said it was like a funny car commercial, and then you just see a little car driving along this green pasture, and then a fucking zombie pops out.
Oh, you should have got.
I remember those ads on like Newgrounds or like websites like that where it was like, what is your age? And it was like a boxing game or something. And like you click it and it
Oh,
would
yeah.
say something like, you won $20. Click now to claim. Like the shitty little flash ad. Like,
Video iPod.
yeah, like that kind of stuff. It was always stuff like that on Newgrounds where it was like those weird little cheap flash ads.
Well, nowadays, I think it's like some home. I don't know, like whenever you visit something on the internet on your cell phone through like Google Chrome or something always pops up saying, "Oh, you're the 1,000th or 1 millionth visitor," and then it leads you off to to some not HLN. I don't know. It's like some home improvement thing where you'll get $50,000 every month for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
And then it's asking for like your social security and all this other bullshit.
I've always wanted to know what happened to the guy who did the congratulations, you won. Like, I've always wanted to know what happened to that guy.
Oh.
Or what he's doing.
Remember Mr. Movie Phone? You've got mail.
Yeah. If you
Is he
would like
still
to
alive?
see this movie, press 1 now. Like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
what a savage time we lived in. We had to call up somebody just to get a fucking movie ticket. That was embarrassing. Like, how would we live like that?
I mean,
I
you can
know-
now, but those are scalpers.
Right. Well, I know that like
true.
towards the end of AOL, they had. Is that still like a browser? Can you use AOL? that thing?
I think.
Yeah, it still
Oh,
exists.
Okay.
Oh,
But I know that like for a bit there, you could actually like choose your own voice for the "You've Got Mail" line. Like you could choose random celebrities, like Jim's dad from American Pie.
wow,
Yeah,
that's vintage.
Not the actor, specifically Jim's dad. Like that was his label.
So it was just like a sound alike, essentially. If they sounded alike at all.
No, it was him. It was legitimately him. Like,
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
they actually
like,
got like Eugene Levy to do that.
but it was like him in character because like it was just
Whoa.
him like because it was like I think it was like you got mail, Jim, or whatever. Like he said like a line and then the other two lines because there was like three different things like you're online, welcome or whatever. Like it was welcome, you've got mail, and goodbye were like the three phrases, and so like the other two were like quotes from the movie.
Well, and now
They got
there's
him to
those
record
like
3 lines.
those like GPS apps now where they get a celebrity in a booth to record like 5 things and then people buy
there's
it.
like Yoda and Vader and stuff.
There's a Snoop Dogg one.
Oh,
like-
yes.
I always loved it when
I
they
think,
did the
like-
GPSs.
There's like Billy Connolly did one, I think, which I would love because I just hope he cusses you out like every time.
What? And when you miss a turn, he just
Yeah.
cusses you out.
You missed
the
turn, you fucking idiot.
I'm trying my best. I'm a
Oh, it'd be
student
great if he
driver.
just argues with you, like his AI is programmed.
I'm a student driver.
You're not supposed to go down the dead end.
Like, please, I know this route more than you. I should go down here. It's fine.
Watch Muppet
There's
Treasure Island. I was excellent in that. What does that have to do with driving?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of ads.
Nobody saw Treasure Planet. That's a lie.
I
Oh,
said
man.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Speaking
Because
of
he's in the opening
ads,
of that.
we should talk about the gaming awards because that was nothing but a giant ad.
What's up, guys? I'm Bajira, and on my stream, I'm all about helping my viewers accomplish their goals, whether it's making progress in gaming, fitness, or just taking control of their health in general. And if one of your goals is to quit vaping, Truth has a program that could help. Visit thetruth.com for more information and enjoy the Game Awards.
The Gaming Awards. Woo.
Brought to you by Subway.
Subway, yeah, for freshest new indie developer.
And also fresh sandwiches from Spyro.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it a foot long or not?
Depends on how much he ate that day.
By the way, this podcast is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's not.
I love
Have to say
that
more
game did not
impressive.
get nominated for Mobile Game of the Year, and I love it.
What the heck?
You can't say
I
that.
had no idea it was free.
All my favorite YouTubers told me it was good.
Why would these people lie to me?
No, yeah.
It's
What
like
are you
they
talking
were-
about? It's a great game.
It's like they were paid off.
Yeah,
Fuck.
ray.com/RebelTaxi. Go
John-
to it and
John
download it.
JonTron lied to me.
Yeah.
JonTron.
JonTron has never said a bad thing in his life ever.
Yeah,
Why would he
I
lie
can't
to
believe
you?
he lied.
What
Why
a
would
good
he lie? I
boy.
feel so betrayed.
Did Pro Jared ever promote Raid? Did he ever promote it?
No, he kind of was on hiatus during that debacle. You know,
It's still I still see people promoting that game though. That's been like
Yeah.
a year now, I think.
who doesn't get promoted? Yeah, but for the video game awards, like, was there any announcements that got you excited?
No,
I mean, Wolf Among Us 2, I'm kind of interested
Yeah.
in.
By this zombie corporation they call Telltale or Telltale.
Telltale.
whatever their name is.
TTs.
Yeah. But I mean, I got excited when they announced No More Heroes 3, and then I was like, whoa! And then I realized, wait a minute, they announced that at E3 a while back.
I think one of the things I'm sad wasn't real that I was really hoping, which is sadly was the best part, was the Muppet segment. And they had that Untitled Goose Game beaker thing, and I was hoping that was like a real DLC they were doing, and then it turned out it wasn't, and it made me sad.
It's like, make that into the real DLC thing. Come on.
Yeah, I got really excited. I was like, what? Holy shit, I can't believe Beaker's gonna be in here. And nah, they were just blue balling me.
Yeah. But they did announce.
I feel like that's the perfect like metaphor for that entire 3-hour long for that super award show advertisement commercial, like premiere show, but didn't really have premieres.
Nah, I didn't have nothing. But they did announce the Xbox Series X, the next generation of Xbox.
Nice.
Which supposedly is going to be able to play every Xbox game, but that hasn't been 100% confirmed.
Oh, well, they said that it plays everything that's on Xbox One, which has a few games compatible with OG Xbox and 360. So,
because I think that's also like the speculation, because people were saying the same thing about the PS5. Like, supposedly there's a rumor that like something came out about like the blueprints of it that said something about like it could have like software that could run older like PlayStation games.
I really hope so. That'd be nice to like, have it an all-in-one system, but we don't know yet, and I'm doubting. I mean, get my hopes up again.
I don't know about the PS4, but I know that the PS3, if you got one of the first geners, it plays all PlayStation games. And
yeah, but those things die out after like 10 years.
Do they? And I know that the all PlayStation 3s play PlayStation 1 games, except for Braindead 13. That one you have to have original PlayStation. You can't emulate it. You can't.
Why specifically that one?
Because it's a game I bought and I can't play it because I don't have original PlayStation.
I thought you were saying like all copies. I thought you were saying like all copies, just everything.
No. So, like, I mean, it's relatively easy game to get a hold of because, like, you can get on phones now. But like, I had purposely paid a little too much for a PlayStation 1 copy of this game that I played because my babysitter, when I was a child, gave it to me, and I lost it, and I really liked it, and I want to play it again.
Sad. Well, to be fair, it's kind of like a Dragon's Lair, so you can just look up a YouTube video and get the same experience.
It's true, but also it has a really fucking hot, like vampire lady that like tries to give you a haircut. It's great. Her name's Vivi.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Hell
I know
yeah,
what game
you
you're
do.
actually. Yeah, it's that game where it was hand drawn animated cutscenes, wasn't it? It was like a quick time. Yeah,
it's like Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Dragon's Lair, but I am a hedonistic weirdo, so
I like that game that's really surprisingly violent.
What's this game called?
Braindead 13.
Braindead 13, one of many paths in life, like Dragon's Lair.
Where will the other road take me?
I was hoping somebody would pick that up.
Yeah.
John Cassini just walks in the room.
That joke made no sense as a kid, but now we all know.
Yeah, they didn't. I love jokes like that, like jokes where they just clearly don't give a shit, and they're like, "Yeah."
Like not even like adult raunchy jokes, just like a reference no kid would ever get kind of joke.
Not even just that. It's just like, who gives a shit if anybody doesn't get it? I'm gonna go for it, cuz.
Well, you remember that thing that happened with Invader Zim like a few months back where like someone added Jonan Vasquez because he was watching some like trauma movie, and there was like some guy with like wires in his head, and he was asking if like there was a character in Zim that was based on this, and Jonan was like, someone finally got it. And it was it was like a one-off joke in Zim where it's like this TV ad. And I can't remember what episode it was, but it's like this 5-second bit with this alien guy who's just going, "You see, sir, he just couldn't stand the chance. Like he just talks really weird, and it's
Damn.
based on this alien from this trauma movie like no one has ever seen.
Shonen waited like 20 years for someone to discover that reference. We got other things that got announced at the Game Awards, but like, what do you guys think of the Xbox Series X name?
Series X. I thought
Xbox sex.
Xbox Sex, yeah, but see, I thought it was gonna be like, because Series X just made me think. So is it gonna be like several different models, or is it just gonna be the one? Like
Maybe like Series Z. I don't know.
Like, are there gonna be like different versions of the same model? And I don't mean like customizability. I just mean like, are there will different ones do different things or have different functionality? Like,
I don't.
Honestly, I think Microsoft in particular, whoever names the Xbox, they need a raise because they are the greatest namers of all time. I mean, we have Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and now Xbox One X, now Xbox X Series. It's not confusing and conflated at all. Xbox names is the Kingdom Hearts of naming consoles.
Xbox
It's just
358 by 2.
It's like the Wii U, where people thought the Wii U was just an extension of the Wii, but no, it's its own console. And Xbox Series X can be confused with Xbox One X, and it's like, why would you name it this? This is stupid.
Xbox One X, my favorite 3 Days Grace album.
Oh, terrible name. I feel like this is gonna bomb horribly just for the name alone, in the same way the Wii U was just confusing somewhat.
But it looks like a brick. Like it's.
I know it looks like a refrigerator.
You can put stickers on it.
Yeah,
That's the
finally
magic.
a place to put all my stickers.
Yeah, now you can customize your own Xbox. You don't have to worry about all the corners and ridges. It's just a brick.
Do you think they let the people who designed Minecraft design the Xbox?
Please, yes, a Minecraft skin that's just like a dirt brick. That's perfect. Yeah.
Here's our special edition diamond Xbox, but it's just the Minecraft decal.
If it's transparent like crystals in Minecraft, that'd be good.
You do,
even though they're not transparent
through consoles, don't you?
Yeah, look, it's about time we get into 2000s nostalgia and relish on the old Xbox original design.
Okay, I found the Zim bit, not the bit itself, but I found a picture of the character.
Oh,
This.
That
It's
looks
yeah.
Yeah. This guy in a trench coat with wires through his head, and it's from some trauma film, apparently.
Yeah, from the early 2000s.
Yeah. might as well make this one of the podcast thingies.
do it.
Yeah.
Put it in your little corner.
Yeah.
Your little shame corner.
No. But we got other award show news. Is anyone excited for the newest tweet, the gaming tweet of the year?
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah. So throughout the entire award show, they were just hyping up, find out what the gaming tweet of the year is, and just all these relatable gamer tweets. And the winner was some random I don't even know what it was. It was just I regret nothing, followed by Mario jumping through all these fire hoops or whatever.
And Mario Maker.
And Mario Maker.
The best gaming tweet is always going to be that tweet from Danny DeVito from 10 years ago.
Which was?
That just said gaming.
Yeah.
A real tweet that he made.
It's better than the Cartoon Network Hall of Game Awards, where they had gnarliest noob as an award.
How long did that even run?
2 years.
Only 2.
Yeah, for a while the Hall of Game
What a
Awards
shame.
were lost media, but somebody found them.
Can we talk about Ninja's weird camouflage tuxedo thing?
It
And
wasn't that lame.
It
I
was
mean, it
terrible.
And how
was
mad he
awful.
got when people kept calling him a virgin.
Oh, I'm a
Look,
virgin.
at least this was at least this was better than him flossing last year and nobody did anything in return for him. And then he
Yeah.
goes and lies and says, "Oh, all these people, flossed with me."
Yeah, the Ninja New Year's event. Do you remember that from New Year's?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that was sad.
yeah, I think it was either last year or the year before, but Ninja was hosting a stream in Times Square in one of the buildings there, and
I know. Yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
that.
he went off to the balcony and then he flossed, and he was expecting the crowd at the bottom to also floss, but no one did, and he just walked back to his computer thing and talked on the mic saying, "Oh man, there was a bunch of guys down there also flossing. It was crazy."
Have you ever heard my favorite awful like New Year's event thing? Have you ever seen Jamie Kennedy's New Year's special?
Do I want to?
It was a live show Jamie Kennedy did, and you can find a highlight reel of it on YouTube. It is amazing.
Is it on the
Are you talking about
level
the
of
active-
the E3
Yeah, I was about to say.
presentation?
It is there are interviews that start and a commercial break literally interrupts it after like 6 seconds of it starting.
Oh no.
Awesome.
2 people got in a drunk fist fight when it was ending, and you could see it
Yes.
happening on stage.
Oh man.
Damn.
They cut to footage from like a stand-up bit, and it took like, and there was literally 7 seconds of black like on the screen.
Oh,
I
man.
recommend going and watching it. It's so uncomfortably funny. It's so awkward, and it is so uncomfortable to watch that it's just kind of fucking hysterical.
Wow.
You know what?
Damn, I feel like that's what happens if I were to do a live show like that.
So, I hate to say it, but I feel like the 420 Awards was way better than the Gaming Awards.
Was that on G4? Oh wait, no, the 420 Awards, yeah, by Daddy Derek.
Daddy Derek, yeah.
Derek. Yeah.
So what are the 420 awards? I've actually never heard of that.
Explain it, somebody.
So there's the cool guy, right? The cool cat saves the day, the director for
Oh
that.
my god, no.
He decided that he wanted to do his own award show, and it's a randomly weed-based award show for movies and stuff. But his goal is to make it the 3rd most popular award show in Hollywood, and like he filmed it in Nevada. Like,
Yeah, already he failed.
yeah, like it's not even in Hollywood.
But my favorite part
You
of
want
this
him to waste money? Why not just? Why would you go all the way over there?
cheaper
Why didn't
to
you
live
just
in
film
Vegas,
it in your
isn't it?
house?
Well, 'cause it's like in a comedy club or something, and like it's a wild show. Like it's totally worth watching. I think it's about like an hour or so long.
Or just watch the YMS riff on it.
Is it? Wait, does Cool Cat show up though?
I don't
No,
think
there was
so.
no Cool Cat. So the actor for Cool Cat. So Derek wanted to make Cool Cat like a part of it, like hosting it, but the actor's like, it's a children's character. He shouldn't be like part of a weed show, Derek.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
they could have had Rad Cat or something. Some radical cat that's not afraid to get some, weed every day.
Yeah.
But my personal favorite is that like there's a children's award and Cool Cat took
Oh.
it. He won.
Oh, well,
Damn, that means Cool Cat's not just saving the children; he's supplying the children. as
Damn, the
well.
one Kids Choice
Yeah.
the one Kids Choice Award SpongeBob didn't win.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, and the
man.
best part about the whole thing is that with Cool Cat winning, it's the only person. So Daddy Derek is the only person that actually represented the company and that won the award to pick up the thing. He has random people coming up to like take it and be like, the people at Disney, I think they'll be very excited about this reward. Thank you. Like it's just random ass people.
Bob Iger just gets a phone call. Hey, you won this award from some guy named Daddy Derek. He's like, fuck is that?
Oh, fuck.
It's the-
Wait a
Or no,
minute.
or no, Cool Cat calls him.
Bob Iger like us goes, I haven't heard that name in 1,000 years.
Oh.
So they hyped up Green Day a lot.
Yay!
And like every time they did it, the
Oh.
guy, because they brought it up like every 5 seconds, it felt like, and it just reminded me of the Dean from Community.
Oh my god.
Because there's an episode where like they're talking about like they have Green Day coming in, but it turned out it was like a Green Day with a E, like a Irish like band.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I think someone's coming in my room.
Oh my god, what do you have against Green Day, you asshole?
Oh no, Emily's here.
What the fuck?
Hey,
They're the best part of
Emily.
this shit ass award show, you asshole. It's me, Emily Vasquez. I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
noticed. I like your
no.
new mustache.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
Those hairs underneath your nose.
That's Stephanie, you idiot.
Damn.
So, Green Day.
And does this to me all the time. What's the
Wait,
Morse code
wait.
for help?
No, I don't
does-
do that.
Does Pan do voices to annoy you?
No, I don't do
Panda's
that.
voices.
Pan would
Embedded
never
in
do
everything.
that.
Pan does voices whenever he can. He does it in public. Like
No, I don't.
like there was a time we went to go watch the Playmobile movie, and he almost tripped on himself, and he just yells "fuck" in Emily's
That's
voice.
a fucking lie.
There
He
was
would never
also
do
a
that.
time we went to go watch Ready Player One, and he ordered the tickets in person to this manager guy in Stephanie's voice. And
No.
wouldn't look the guy in the eyes, and the guy was just so confused, and I just
didn't
shrugged
do
my
that.
shoulders
I
and was
didn't-
like, I don't know, I'm sorry.
I didn't do that at all.
Yes.
He offered
Pan-
us a discount for some reason. I don't
Pan-
know why.
Pan said Ready Player Juan, not Ready Player One. That's what he did. He didn't do any voices.
Jesus
Yeah, see-
Christ.
Look, Nick,
Look, it's even
This is
weirder when you're in
embarrassing.
bed. So
Emily can vouch for me. It's not true.
I'd say Michael, apologize to Michael, but I feel like he already.
well, look, if you're on this podcast, you signed up for it regardless.
I'm just kind of here. I'm not really involved in this. I'm just listening.
You're dragged down in here too.
But now you're involved.
Technically
shit.
speaking,
Welcome to hell.
Nesska, is it when
Yeah.
if he does the voices while in bed, is it like a threesome?
Oh my god.
Hi, this is Sarah Silverman. Why don't you stick around and see what happens next? Previously on Act 1 of the Sarah Silverman program.
If he does the voices while in bed, is it like a threesome?
And now Act 2 of the Sarah Silverman program.
Well, I mean, it depends. If both Emily and Stephanie are there, it's like a foursome.
No. Wrong.
I mean,
Can't do that. Yeah, it's terrible.
What were we
Yeah.
talking about?
Oh yeah, the Playmobile movie. That was
Yeah.
the thing. Did you guys see it?
Did you guys see Playmobil?
Oh, yeah.
No.
The Playmobil movie was a thing.
That was
Yeah,
playing
and it
like
bombed.
one of the 4
horribly.
theaters near me. It was only playing in one, and it was the shithole theater. Like in my
Who was somebody was reviewing it on YouTube, and if it wasn't for the fact that we saw their review pop up on Pan's feed, we completely forgot it even came out.
Yeah.
I kept following it because I was fascinated at the fact it kept getting delayed. Like it wasn't like once, it was like 4 times. It was supposed to come out in like I think February or something, and then they pushed it back like 4 more months, and then they pushed it back 4 more months. And
Wow,
then,
so it kept getting delayed. I didn't know that.
and it
I
came
know,
out in
either.
Europe in August. Like, and so there were already
Wow.
reviews out for it like months before it came out here.
Huh. That's
Well,
weird.
all I'll say is that I'm glad it went dark in the beginning because holy shit, the opening song was so annoyingly
Oh
happy.
man, yeah, like the overly happy like Disney Channel song, you know.
Yeah.
But then it just like 5 minutes in, they kill off the parents.
Yeah, a lot better than Wonder Park.
Yeah, they just like just have some 2 cops show up and saying you're there was an accident, your parents are dead, and then it just like suddenly the movie just takes a nosedive in tone, and people thought I was joking when I mentioned that in the review. It was like, no, they really killed the parents in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, they did.
It was wild.
Like obviously there was a deleted scene or something with them probably. Like
Maybe it's just so abrupt.
I remember I saw Wonder Park this year because I literally had nothing else to see when I had like 3 hours to
Oh.
kill.
How'd
Like
that go?
I was the only person in the theater.
Mhm.
And it was genuinely the closest I've ever come to walking out of a theater.
I mean, that movie's
Damn.
just feels like it's on fast forward where
Well,
it's just
yeah.
skimming through everything.
The reason I didn't walk out, because I contemplated it, I think like an hour in, and I was about to get up, and internally I told myself, I'm not fucking walking out of my first movie, and it's gonna be Wonder Park. So I sat back
I
down
mean,
and just
What do you mean
Damn.
your first movie?
I've never walked out of a film. I've never
The
walked
first-
out.
Okay,
Oh.
has anyone else walked out of a theater? What's the first time?
The
Wait, that's coming-
closest other than this was Batman v Superman. That was the other
Oh.
closest time.
I'm not sure, actually. I don't think I've ever walked out of a movie.
Izzy?
Dinosaurs, the Disney one.
Really?
Oh, classic.
Yeah, to be fair, I got there like late.
Yeah, you didn't miss nothing.
I remember I technically walked out of Bedtime Stories.
Oh,
Wait,
and
which
by
one's that
the
movie
Adam
again?
Sandler movie.
Oh,
yes,
the
and by
hamster?
and
Oh,
by
no, the
yeah, and by technically I walked out or I walked into it thinking that it was the right theater, and it was the last 10 minutes of the movie.
That doesn't fucking count.
And then I walked out, and then I walked into the right theater.
No,
Damn.
that's a lie. I mean, the first one I walked out of was Norbit Classic Cinema.
The film that
Nice.
has an Oscar nomination.
Oh, for best makeup, I believe.
Yes, it actually has an Oscar nomination.
Oh, just like Suicide Squad.
Except that
What are we,
one.
some kind of a Suicide Squad?
What are we? Some sort of Mandalorian episode 6?
Fuck
That
off.
was a good episode.
I
Spoilers.
technically speaking walked out of what was it? Grindhouse, but it's because it was 2 movies, and I had to like use the
Well,
bathroom. Then I came
like
back
90
in.
That don't count. You just went to the bathroom.
Oh, that's the case. I've walked out of like 70 movies.
Yeah. I don't. I hold it in.
I never walked out of a movie, but I walked into I remember one day I spent practically a whole day just movie hopping from different theaters. So I don't remember when it was, but I remember watching like 4 or 5 movies in one day.
Oh my god.
That was a thing. Yeah.
Wow.
How many
No,
hours
because
did you kill with that?
A lot. I think we went in the morning and we left like sometime in the afternoon.
Shit. Were any of those
I-
movies good?
No, I think we walked into yeah. I think we walked into Alpha and Omega. We walked
Oh,
into I remember for sure we walked into Cars 2.
Yes.
I don't know, like if anything, I'm more of like a theater hopper where I just hop to different things and I'm like, oh well, this movie's playing.
Like,
I
damn,
hope they accept
5
my ticket.
movies. 5 movies and not one was good. That's impressive.
It sounds like a monkey's paw. Like you paid for 1 movie, got to watch 5, but they're all bad.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
man.
I remember I kind of wanted to walk out of Wonder Park too, but you know, like Pan I went to go see it, but we only went because I like theme parks. So I was like, oh, it's a theme park movie. It's not gonna be that bad, right? And
Oh,
it's just like, oh,
It's
The
so
crazy-
boring.
yes.
It's so
the
boring.
craziest part about that movie is like they also have an opening song that's overly happy and everything, and it just like abruptly just cuts to the mom like on
Getting-
the phone.
Yeah.
Bad news.
Getting news that she's-
cancer.
Yeah. Oh, but spoiler, she doesn't die, and the only reason she did not die is just so she'll be in the TV series.
That
What-
sucks. See,
Yeah.
I would have been so much more happier. I think I remember walking out of a movie and telling Pan, wow, this movie sucks. The mom should have died. Like, you know, so that way I forgot her fucking
Oh.
name. The little girl could, you know, actually go through some fucking changes or learning and just made the whole movie made it feel like what the fuck was the point anyway?
What was the point of anything?
The
Yeah.
only character I remembered thinking about the movie was like the character who's in like 3 scenes. I just remembered Matthew Broderick plays the dad. That's
I do
like all
remember the big blue bear is called Boomer, so I'm sure this movie will become a meme in a while.
And I remember the John
So-
Oliver porcupine that had a thing for,
Oi,
for
governor.
the warthog.
I'm John Oliver.
But
Oi, governor.
You know what I found?
You
Did
know-
you know that movie has a British dub?
Oh,
Really?
what?
There is a separate cast in the UK, apparently.
They pulled a Dougal?
Yeah,
Wow.
like that. And I don't know why, because I just remember when I went to go see the movie, I looked it up and I just randomly found out there's like a UK version of the film, and I don't know why.
No one does.
Wait,
I
is
mean-
the UK version just as boring or do they add some sort of
I
like,
don't know.
twist to it?
That's the, like, I have no clue.
I mean, I'd imagine it's just more marketable stars. Like I remember when the Powerpuff Girls special, the 4th Powerpuff Girl, Bliss Tina, in different regions she's voiced by different people.
Isn't
Because
it like 15 different actresses or something like that?
yeah, like here in America, it's the voice of Marceline from
Yeah.
Adventure Time, and Australia, someone different, British, someone different. Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is, I'm looking at it now, like just to see who they changed, and they changed. The parents were not changed, but all the imaginary characters were changed, except Mila Kunis and John Oliver.
Oh. Mila Kunis is universal.
Nice.
It's true, she is. She's a queen.
Yeah. Yeah. A queen of Mars, I think, or something.
Well, okay, another
Jupiter.
another weird comparison to Dougal here. So Boomer is played by Tom Baker, who was the British voice of the villain in Dougal.
Oh wow, really?
Get ranked into these things.
Yeah.
Wonder Park should have been called Blunder Park.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
But isn't the new Dark Tales cartoon have like different voice casts for the British?
Maybe?
I
I think
don't
I know that Catherine and David Tennant are in both versions.
Let me check. I'm not seeing it on the Wikipedia page.
David Tennant? More like David 10-inch.
Or I think it might have been only just the nephews, maybe.
Let me check IMDb.
I'm
'Cause
not
I
giving
don't-
Pan the satisfaction of responding to that joke.
Ooh.
Just to clarify for anybody who heard his joke in the recording.
Hey.
Oh, I heard it.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything about it being a British cast when I'm looking it up. I'm not seeing
Oi,
anything about a British
governor.
cast.
The British cash. Oh, governor.
Guys want a trolley of
Of what?
Never mind.
That joke. It's just
Why would you lead us on?
Oi, you ever scrapped with a copper?
You're reenacting that one line from Pokemon.
Yeah, the whatever that cop was.
The police brutality in Pokemon.
Yes, they'll fight you.
Damn.
I mean, hey, in Pokemon, like, we were playing a Pokemon Sword, and there's a cop that fights you, and since you beat him, you essentially had his Pokemon faint. So, is that cop now like essentially
defenseless?
Yeah, without his Pokemon, what's he gonna do?
Doesn't he have a baton?
It's like, what am I going to use this nightstick for?
Well, I guess like he's fine.
Well, I mean, Nightstick's not gonna do shit against Pokemon moves.
It's like if you just beat up like a drug sniffing dog or something. It's like that's
You're gonna sniff now, bitch.
probably shouldn't do that. Why would the cop agree to this?
Yeah,
Is this like a consensual street fight to the cop or something?
I guess so.
Yeah,
It's police brutality.
it's like he's just challenging you. Like, come on, fight me, and I can arrest you.
Oh yeah, didn't like Lion King win something this year?
Oh, Lion King got
Got
nominated for a cartoon for best animated movie, and Disney was like, "No, we're not a cartoon; it's live action." And the whatever award nomination was like, "Yeah, no, it ain't."
Yeah, that's like the equivalent of somebody being like, "No, I swear I am 8 inches, not 5 inches."
Shut up.
There was like a rumor going around. I remember like when the Golden Globe nomination, when it got animated picture nomination, like they said like Disney like suddenly backed off. We're like, no, it's an animated movie. Like,
Nah.
like you can't
Oh,
double down, dude. You can't.
I love
can't
you,
do that.
Virginia, but you can't be doing that. Come on.
So, what's the best thing you've? No, wait. This is possibly the last podcast of the decade.
Oh,
What's the
Shit.
the worst? Guys,
Damn.
what's the worst or the best thing of the decade? The best movie you watched of the decade?
Sym-Bionic Titan.
That's not a movie at all.
For how long it lasted, it could qualify as one.
That's
if you
a
watch it in
long movie.
marathon,
But
yeah.
Sym-Bionic Titan is now on Netflix, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm thankful.
Like no
Out of
announcement,
nowhere.
no nothing. Just appeared
plop.
up there.
It's even like,
Just
not,
like a-
it's not even on the front page. Like you have to search for it. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why like pay for the license for it and then not like promote it.
Yeah, come on. Give a new generation a chance to watch it.
Yeah, we can all shake it, bake it, booty quake it.
Whoop, whoop. It's so sad that that's the only thing people know that cartoon for, mostly.
Sad, so sad.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing for me this year or this decade has to be the Dark Crystal
Oh,
thing that came out.
AIDS
that
resistance.
that was
Oh,
like the
it's so
best
good.
thing ever. Like what was it? Yeah, this year too. This year in 2019, we went to that
that exhibit.
yeah, that exhibit in fucking Georgia, and then for this to be like actually coming out this year and people giving love to it. Oh man, that just made the whole decade amazing.
I was surprised because the way they were building the show made me think that it was just going to be like a mini series. Like I thought it was just going to be like a 1-season thing, and then it was going to lead into the movie, and then it ended, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's more open ended than I thought it was going to be.
Season 2.
I know, especially like the way it ended. I know Pan was just like, oh yeah, there might be another season. And me, I was just, you know what? No, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm okay with it just being one season.
Oh.
But if it is, that's going to make my heart even happier. Trying
Yeah.
trying to like not get my hopes up. because it was so good. I loved. Did you see the what was the documentary of
Yes.
the making of?
Oh, it's so good. I love
So
love anything Jim Henson. I'm a huge Jim.
Same here. Highly recommend going. Or did you end up going to the exhibit at the?
I
what was it
actually
called?
went. I actually went to the Puppet Museum the year before when I went to MomoCon, and they had a
Yeah,
couple Dark Crystal things, but they didn't have like the whole exhibit.
Oh man, it was really great. I know this year. I guess they did because I don't know. I think we went with Nolan, Spo, myself, and Pan. It was
Yeah, and then
awesome.
do you remember the one we fucking somehow got into the back?
Oh yeah, we got
Yeah.
led down this elevator by the kind of kind and
I don't
happy
know.
guy.
I don't know if we told this story on the podcast, but
I guarantee you have.
okay.
But go ahead, do it.
Long story short, so there was this guy when we were at the puppet museum. There was this janitor, and he was just like, "Hey, you guys want to see some puppets?" And I was like, "Oh God, do we?"
Yeah,
And then
I was just shaking my head, nodding my head very happily, like, yes, of course, I want to see some puppets.
and I was just like, "Is he gonna drag us into a basement? Like, what's gonna happen here?"
This is where we keep. This is where we keep the puppets for Happy Time Murders.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Locked away.
But yeah, so we followed him. We followed the nice man, and he put us down. And he got us basically behind the scenes, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, he did.
And they were basically making puppets for this presentation they were going to do for these kids. And then the head director came and was just like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, the way that they reacted was like, oh no, he brought more people down here again.
Oh.
Like it wasn't his first time.
That son of
Yeah.
a bitch. He did it
The
again.
really cool thing, yeah, pretty much. But the really cool thing is that we got to meet a person who worked on Between the Lions and another person who actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was they worked with the company, I think the Jim Henson company, if I remember correctly. I think that was just the more I was so starstruck when I heard that they worked with, those things.
Was it like
Sorry.
Victor Yerrit or like one of the people who actually like does the voices for him? Like, was it actually like one of
No,
them, or
I
was
think-
it just Puppeteer?
No, I think they were like I don't know. I just know that they told us that they worked on them. I don't think they actually went into detail as to like what they did. I know that they worked with the Jim Henson company, and then the other one worked on Between the Lions.
It was like, and this is Frank Oz. It's like,
Oh my God.
If that happened, I think she would have like actually cried because you were close.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, like this guy could have led us to our death, but as soon as he was like, "Hey, you guys want to go see behind the scenes?" I was literally like right in the elevator, like, "Are we gonna go, guys?"
Yeah,
it's like you wouldn't even care. It's like puppets, yay!
Yeah, I was like I was prepared to like go. Okay, I got to find like every sort of exit I can think.
Yeah, I had like stars in my eyes. Like I was the easy target.
Oh.
I have a question.
Yes.
If someone has a Kermit the Frog Muppet on their hand and they're jerking you off, is it a hand job or a blow job?
No.
I've asked this before.
Have I? I can't remember.
I mean, if you're doing that while a hand is up a Kermit puppet's ass, is it giving you a blowjob while you're checking its prostate?
Oh. It's like a human centipede thing.
Oh.
Well, if it's a blowjob, well, no, a blowjob, like I think it has to go into the mouth, and besides, Kermit doesn't have a way to stick things down your throat. It has
Cookie
to go down
Monster
your
does
throat.
though.
Cookie Monster can give
Cookie
blowjobs.
Monster does
Confirmed.
though. It's like Cookie Monster has like a little slit in his mouth, like for crumbs to fall down, so they don't have to. It actually looks like stuff goes down his mouth.
Oh man, okay, I just remembered. Speaking of, like Sesame Street, what's his name? He passed away, and that's because he.
Carol
Big Bird
Spinney
passed away. Yeah, he passed away, and that's because he retired. What was it, last year?
Well, yeah, I saw him last year at a convention. He was looking really rough.
Oh.
Like he couldn't talk very well at
Bless his
all.
soul.
Like I felt really. Oh, that actually reminds me of an interesting story. So
Feel free.
at that same convention, I got a picture with Steve Whitmire, who was Kermit, the guy who they fired for bullshit reasons, in my opinion. and there was nobody in his line, which made me really sad. So I went to get a picture with him, and I talked to him, and he was really cool. And we just talked about like what it was like doing Kermit, and like because there was no one there, so I could talk to him pretty much as like for like 5-10 minutes if I wanted. And I gave the woman like $20 for a picture because that's how much it was, I think, or 25. I gave her 25 because I was going to get change back. And I got the picture with him and I talked to him for a bit. And then I asked her for my $5 and change. And she said, "Oh, you gave me 20." I was like, "No, I didn't. I gave you 25. And she's like, "No, you gave me 20. I'm like, "No, that was my only other $5 in my wallet." So
is Kermit gonna lie to you, or Kermit's friend gonna lie to you?
Well, and Steve, I didn't want to get in a fight with her because Steve's like right there. So I didn't want to get in a fight. Like, so, and Steve was just like, "No, this woman's really trustworthy. She probably didn't stiff you." And I had to like internally be like, "Okay, I don't want to get in a fight in front of Steve, so just accept what happened, even though I got robbed $5." Like,
Damn.
We don't know that.
It's like a hit.
Would I lie to you?
Would I lie to you? Come on, Michael, I'm your friend.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was trying to like get my Kermit the Frog out too, where it's like Kermit the Frog here.
He pulls out Rizzo from under the table. It's like, "Come on, I'm your friend." Like he would
Oh, this is my favorite podcast episode.
Maybe that's
ever.
why he got fired.
Well, you know the reason why he got fired, right?
No.
No, I don't.
Suppose the reason why he got fired was they said that like, well, I guess they said he wasn't showing up to work as much, or like he wasn't showing up on time, which okay, but they said that he made Kermit like just really depressed and angry. I'm like, that's not his. That's the writer's fault. I don't know if that's his fault. Like, I don't know. Like, and I don't know. Thinking about Muppet Treasure Island and every movie and show he did, I don't remember him ever being like that as Kermit. So I don't know what they were talking about with that.
Maybe they were looking for a reason to get rid of him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it again. I just heard that. And like again, I think that's a writer's fault. That's not his fault if Kermit's like angry or depressed. Like, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to fire someone for. Especially someone who's been doing the character for like 20, like almost 30 years.
We'll never know.
Rip.
Yeah. So what other best things of the decade do you guys want to talk about?
Gravity Falls.
Ooh.
CN Real was the worst.
That's 2009.
Oh, was it 2009?
One year before.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. There's been a lot of shit that's happened throughout the decade. You expect me to remember everything?
No, I mean, I've been doing these videos since 2010, so I basically started with the decade.
Oh, worst thing about the decade, Pan's videos.
No. Why?
Why are you like this, Izzy? Why are you so mean?
I'm not mean. I love him.
Do you?
I hurt him because I love him.
He's my son in pie.
Sun and pie. Oh, so precious.
Awful. No.
Oh, I think the worst thing that Pan and I did this year was our UWU Kitten Stream. That was pretty bad.
What is
the UWU Kitten Stream?
It's on my main channel. There's a picture of Lilith from Darkstalkers on there, but you pretended to be my kitten.
Yeah, I pretended to be his kitten. He was my daddy, and I was drinking like some rum so I can get into the mood. And
I'm very confused.
At least it's not either the Toy Story
or voice, like trying to talk so light and so innocent. Oh
whoa, Daddy.
Hello.
Michael.
At least it wasn't either the Toy Story or the Pets one. Okay. Or the Ugly Dolls one. That happened.
Yeah, the Ugly Dolls stream was kind of extreme.
Yeah, we don't talk about what happened that night.
Yeah. That was a thing that happened. But that wasn't even the decade. That was within this year.
Yeah, so sad. It's fucked up.
Let's see.
I want to talk about Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, that's the best animated movie.
That's fair.
That's like my favorite movie of the decade. That's easily my favorite movie of the decade.
Yeah,
that is animated.
Decade.
Yeah, that made the decade.
Not my favorite animated movie, but top 5 easily.
Yeah.
I just got it for $5 on Amazon. Blu-ray.
Whoa.
I walked out of that movie having my head hurt, but I think it was because of all the like
colors.
the colors flashing.
I'm
but it was
surprised
the best
they
ever.
didn't give a seizure warning on that like they did with some movies
Oh.
they do in the past year, honestly.
Yeah, well, it's not as bad as like the Incredibles 2 sequence where they're just flashing lights.
Yeah. Damn. Let's see what was pretty terrible this
Gods of
decade.
Egypt was the worst movie I've seen in the past that came out this decade. And do any of you even know what that is?
No,
What
I have
was it?
no idea what that is.
Gods of Egypt.
Oh yes, I know about that movie.
What is it?
Yes,
That was like one of the biggest bombs I think of the decade. It was Gerard Butler. It's an Egyptian movie with no Egyptian people. Essentially,
Yeah.
it's all British people.
Wow.
I-
Okay.
Spray
I-
cans and
I recall like the director,
the guy who made The Crow. Yeah.
Yeah, the director of The Crow
Oh.
went on Twitter saying, "Ain't nobody gonna see a movie if I hired like." He just mentioned all these like I think if I recall all these racist sounding names.
Well,
Yeah, that's what-
he said something about like the critics are stupid or something like that. Like they just don't get my movie. Like he went on this really long tirade about it. Like,
Yeah, it's like
'cause
now
the-
I kind of want to see that.
Oh, that movie is so boring. I remember I watched it only on recommendation because a friend told me it was a really good riff, and I watched it with like 4 friends, and we were having fun for like 30-40 minutes, and then we realized there was an hour 20 left. And then it
Oh
just
my
got so
God.
much worse and so much worse, and that's some of the worst CG I think I've seen in a big budget movie.
Shit, I want to see this now. Like I haven't thought about this movie in years.
Like
Oh,
the best part about it is that I like the creature designs. They have like this like zombified Anubis, which I think is a really like interesting gimmick for him. But again, like the creature designs either aren't in it enough or they're just really badly animated.
Yeah.
Oh, wait for that Egyptian movie we're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, sad. Well, I mean, it's not movies or anything, but one of the things that I thought was pretty funny that happened this decade was I forgot what it was called. I had it in my mind just now, but it was some Chinese theme park that was trying to sue or trying to fight against Disney, Shanghai Disney, and they just kind of lost. I think they were only open for 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, old enough.
That was really sad. That
Yeah.
and I know I don't know why, but I keep up with like Dubai theme parks, like Motion Gate and stuff like that.
Specifically Dubai theme parks.
Yeah. Well, okay. The way I got into the Dubai theme parks is because I was at one point I wanted to know, like, oh, how come they don't like build like a small section of like Cartoon Network stuff or cartoon thing based, because at Universal Studios in Orlando, they have like, Fievel Goes West or Fievel some bullshit thing in Curious George. No kid gives a shit about that shit anymore, or Barney. And I was figuring like, I mean, why don't they replace it with like get rights to the cartoons and stuff like that and have things that kids actually fucking notice or like that are more.
That costs money.
I guess, but okay, well, I'm getting off track, but it's because I found out that in that there's a theme park in Dubai that has like their own little like Cartoon Network section in their theme park where you can go to Finn and Jake's house. They have like this dark ride, that's the gumball thing. Well, the Finn and Jake thing, like it's just like dark rides or slow rides where you just go through stuff.
Yeah, I'm always slow.
But that's like
Funny.
something that they use. Turner stuff. I don't know. I'm
Speaking
having
of
a hard
dark-
time thinking.
Speaking of
since I'm
dark
drinking.
rides, we rode on the
What?
the Snow White ride at Disney World.
Oh, Disneyland.
and you were freaked the hell out.
Okay, you know what? My friend Misery Misery and our friend Woggle, they were both telling us like, oh yeah, like there's a certain section where it's kind of really creepy. And I was over here thinking like, that's some pussy shit. It's probably not even creepy. And then the thing comes out and it just has this mood with the lighting and the sounds. And I was like, all right,
Spooky trees
this
and
is
everything.
like I'm pretty much a pussy now. Like I'm getting
Yeah.
all spooked. I even held onto Pam like a bitch. So I was like, wow. Here I am eating my own words. I got scared.
It's not rides, but it reminded me of Cartoon Network apparently has a new hotel or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Who wants to go fuck in the Cartoon Network hotel with me?
No, that's illegal.
Who wants to go like the year after it opens and go investigate with some black lights?
It's probably gonna be like a until 6. I mean, they showed photos and it looks nice, but I imagine after like a year, it's just gonna look terrible, and it's gonna be like that rundown Nickelodeon hotel.
Yeah.
They're gonna
But
be able to
this time I get to
present it all the
actually
time.
go.
The Nick
I mean-
Motel that like went to shit after like 6 years or something.
There's
like that.
Yeah, like-
there's a whole simple thing about like using like TV screens to make it look like the characters are riding down the elevator, and like in the cafe they have it where like they're just using stock clips of the characters cooking food. So it looks like the characters themselves are making the food. And I thought that was really, really cute and charming.
Yeah.
That is cute.
It's similar to what they do in the Harry Potter 9 3/4 train, where when you're driving, you see the countryside and you can see Dementors and like your doors frost up when they come by.
Oh yeah, like when you're going park to park.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
The only thing is that like they always just have like normal food though. Like if I'm going to go to a Cartoon Network themed place, I want all the food to be like just stuff from the show. Like I
You
want
want
to get
bacon pancakes. You want
bacon
everything
pancakes
burritos.
together, breakfast.
Chemical X.
Yeah,
it's like
at the
it's like an
bar.
energy
Yeah,
drink.
Chemical X Martini.
They should totally make some Chemical X energy drinks.
Yeah, like that sounds like that straight up just sounds like a brand of chemical. It sounds like a brand of
Yeah.
chemicals.
Like
Like a brand of
at
energy drink.
like at our local gas station, they have like that. They have a Gretzico. A Gretzico is a pretty decent Netflix thing that came out within this decade. But they have like these Gretzico wasabi green snow pea, I think, snacks, and they also have like little 5-hour energy drinks of her at
Mhm.
like our local gas stations. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Advertising this little cartoon from Netflix that, you know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
It's-
nobody in our town has fucking seen, probably.
It's Sanrio, you know, they get their name out there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still at our local stripe, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
What's the worst movie we got?
Worst.
Well,
Well,
not
I-
this decade, but this decade.
Of
What was
I
the worst movie?
gotta say, of the movies this year, I think Wonder Park was the worst one I've seen.
Emoji
Yeah,
movie
that-
for me.
Hmm.
Well,
Like,
the emoji. Okay, between the Emoji Movie and Wonder Park, at least from what I've seen within these past couple years, I think I had more enjoyment watching Emoji Movie than I
Yeah.
did Wonder Park.
Yeah.
Like
Like-
Wonder Park, I only sat there because I was like, you know what? I like theme parks. I like the
Yeah.
idea of the rides. That's kind of really cool and innovative. But the story and this random bitch we have to follow, I'm
The
not
girl
digging it.
that the girl looked like the love interest in season 2 of Clerks. I mean, not Clerks, the Critic.
The one with
What
the
do you mean,
really
little
deep
girl?
voice.
No, the like the grown woman that Jay Sherman dates from the Critic.
Right in the season 2,
Yeah.
yeah, she has like kind of a not
No,
your
she has like a
feminine
southern
voice.
accent.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
howdy, y'all. Get along, little
Well, I mean,
doggy.
it's really
get along."
raspy, you know, or it's just
Okay. Get
Yeah.
along, little doggy. You know.
All right, another.
The Critic will be right back, you TV-addicted couch monkeys.
We now return to the end of a depressing 1970s sci-fi movie starring a guy in a turtleneck.
I think another thing I was really excited about this year learning. Well, I don't really care about the name for it, but they announced the whole Universal's Epic Universe, which is gonna house.
Fuck that. We got Mario coming out.
That's gonna fucking house
can we
fucking
legitimately
Mario, dumb shit.
can we legitimately like have a group outing to the Nintendo Land together?
Oh my god, I would love that. I'm actually saving money now because I really wanted to go to Orlando so I can like go and take Pan and be like, look, this is why I love this park. This is why I want to live, breathe, and die here one day. But I mean, okay, Super Nintendo World and that park should be opening no later, possibly within the next within 2023 is what I'm thinking. If it
Unless
takes
we
them
go
longer.
to Nippon, Japan.
Gotta go to Japan.
If we go to Japan, then that would have, it's obviously going to open next year, this next year that's coming up for the 2020 Olympics. But I wouldn't go because it's going to be the Olympics, so it's going to be pretty crowded.
My favorite. Oh, can we talk about the 2020 Japanese Olympics?
Why?
Okay, yeah, go
Why?
ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. I just find it really funny. Like when they announced that Japan is going to host the next Olympics, I just saw some posts saying, "Remember, people, like Japan's more than just anime and video games. You know, they have a whole bunch of culture and stuff." And then, meanwhile, like all the advertising and promotion for the Japanese Olympics has just been nothing but like, "Hey, here's Mario, here's Hello Kitty, here's all these anime characters."
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I think the coolest thing about Universal Studios Japan is the fact that they have like the whole cool Japan thing where you can ride like Sailor Moon 4D theater attractions. I know they had the Lupin the
Evangelion.
Third. Yeah, that too. And they had, I think, what was it? Was it Evangelion versus Godzilla? Yeah, that was pretty sick.
And they had Full Metal Alchemist 4D there too, I think.
Yeah, like
But those
man,
animated
I
in
love
2D.
that shit. I know they also had a Lupin the Third 4D roller coaster, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that.
Sweet. Oh, when's that Lupin movie coming out?
Oh, that's right.
Did that already come
Soon.
out? Or
It's coming out soon, in a couple months, I think. It looks really good.
12th, either the 12th as in day. No, it was like 6/12, so I guess maybe June, and it's a summer release.
Maybe it's already out.
It
'Cause
came.
I know their calendar is reversed from ours because fuck the metric
Yeah.
system and all that.
Time's an illusion.
You just gotta look it up. If it's out, it's out. If it's
Well,
not, it's not.
6/12 tells me it would have come out like last week.
Yeah, it might have.
Check Rotten Tomatoes.
Either that or it came out. It's coming out in June, but I doubt that. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, it came out
probably is
December
already out.
6th. Yeah, it came out December 6th. I just found it.
So go onto the Pirate Bay, kids.
Yeah.
Yar, har,
I don't
har.
condone piracy, but how else are we gonna fucking see it?
Let's pirate.
Unless they're gonna have a Fathom Events, and in which case I kind of hope the movie's standalone because I have not watched Lupin Third since it was on Adult Swim.
Yeah, I don't.
Did you know that they
shit
made a
about it.
Lupin the Third game into one of those dragon lair things?
Oh, did they? That's cool.
Yeah. Like it's so poorly done that you can actually hear the Japanese underneath the English.
Oh no!
It's like please tell me it's a fan dub. It has to be.
No, it's real. It's one of those games, like an arcade, because Dragon's Lair did super well, and so a bunch of people were trying to mimic that success, and to limited amount of
success.
Yeah.
Like Lupin's one of those things that's had like 4 different dubs, I think, since like their like earliest movies and shows that they've had. So
I need to watch
Cagliostro.
Cagliostro, yeah. I was watching
first movie.
Yeah, I was watching it with fuck that guy. But I was watching it with my friends, but like I had a really early work shift. So like I kind of I was falling asleep in the chair and I was like, God, I want to see this because I like what I'm seeing so far. And then I just fell asleep anyway. I was like,
Is that's the one that Studio Ghibli worked on, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, aren't they also opening? Since you're talking about the Ghibli thing, aren't they opening or has it already opened the Ghibli park?
I think it's been open. I remember my friend went to it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, my friend Nick.
I remember hearing about that, but I hadn't kept up with it. Actually, I haven't kept up with a lot of theme park news. I've been really behind. But I have kept up with like the IAPA shit, like that stuff that's coming out. It's just a bunch of like different roller coasters and things that they're adding to parks and shit. But man,
Cagliostro.
To jump
IAPA
back,
is essentially. Go ahead.
I didn't want to like leave Lupin the Third just yet, just because I want to talk about they apparently did a Lupin the Third versus Detective Conan movie.
Oh
what?
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's super old at this point. I think it's like 3 or 4 or 5 years. But I was really hoping it would get dubbed because I love the English cast for Case Closed, and Funimation owns the like licensing for both, so it should be pretty easy for them to get the rights. But they released it on DVD, but it's sub only.
Like what are the
to read?
I'll read. Like I didn't know that shit was real. What the fuck?
How'd you guys not know about it? It's great.
I did not know about it.
I don't know. I vaguely heard about it. I think maybe, and then poof.
Like I live under a rock half the time, so that's just really cool to
Unless
hear.
that thing's gonna be like accessible, who gives a shit? It needs to be accessible on like a streaming service that I don't own.
Pan can't read. He can only understand like audio stuff. He can't read.
Watch that shit on Crackle.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, not Crackle.
Yeah, that's where Joe Dirt 2 got released.
See, I didn't even know Joe Dirt had a part 2. What the fuck?
Yeah,
When did
it's
that
weird.
happen?
It's a time travel movie.
What?
Have you not seen it?
Wait, the Lupin the Third thing or Joe Dirt?
Joe Dirt 2. It's a time travel movie.
What?
Am I the only one who saw Joe Dirt 2?
No, I didn't see Joe Dirt 2.
Yeah. So the plot of okay. So basically what happens is Joe Dirt's kid really likes a toy and there's a tornado happening. And so Joe Dirt goes back to the trailer park to get the toy, but ends up on the twister only to find himself in the past.
Oh my god.
So like some sort of weird ass Wizard of Oz
Army
bullshit?
of Darkness.
Yeah, that I guess. What the fuck?
He runs into the boner guy from the like the school, but like younger, and the he's like, he's a mafia guy, right? And so he's just kind of like about to kill Joe Dirt. And so Joe Dirt, look, whoa. I can tell you like all the scores from all the things. And so he basically uses him to build his money.
Back to the Future 2 style, like uses Wait, is Christopher Walken still in it?
That's who I'm talking about. That's the boner guy.
Oh.
But do they actually get Christopher Walken or just like a younger
No, it's
version?
him.
Well,
It's
that's
him.
what I meant.
Oh shit.
Oh
why
my
would he
god, so
do
he's
this?
still playing himself even as a young guy.
I think the main lead changed, the female girl. I think that's like the only big cast change.
Why would she say no?
Yeah, why would she say no to Joe Dirt too?
Did she not need those $50?
Oh.
Bold of you to assume they would pay her.
Yeah, it's a Crackle exclusive. They don't exactly have much to go by.
The movie's
so
free
fucking
for a
surprised.
reason.
What other?
You know, the only thing that I resonated with Joe Dirt, like the original movie, was the fact that doesn't his real mom have like a porcelain clown collection?
Oh,
because like my mom has a had a porcelain clown collection. There was this one where it was like one of those music boxes where you spin the bottom and it moves, but like the head moves and it like it doesn't turn around in circles, but it just kind of just moves its head around while it's playing music. And there were times at night where, at one point it lost its smile or like the sticker for its smile. So there were times at night where like it would just randomly move and make like play sounds, and I was just like, oh hell no. I was so happy when my mom got out of that fucking phase.
My reminds me, my grandma had this creepy ass like Shirley Temple doll that she like put in the guest room, and it was always placed in a way that it was like looking at the bed, and I hated it because it scared the shit out of me.
That sounds so terrible.
Man.
No.
I saw this wrong. It turned
never-
out she was the same person. I just have a bad memory.
Shit. Once you're in it for life.
Damn.
That's how we get the podcast.
Did they get paid to buy lunch or something? Did they pay for lunch?
Maybe.
They paid for the catering.
We're gonna go to Olive Garden together, but if you go with us, you have to be in this movie, okay? No breadsticks though.
It's like
But the breadsticks are free and endless.
We can't afford the breadsticks.
But they're free.
No.
can't even afford the water.
Not even a little
Guys, we
cup.
can't even afford this meal. We have to actually sit back there and wash all the dishes.
Oh.
It's like that. It's like that.
Oh, man.
It's like that bit in Ed Wood where they're filming on the street and the cop pulls up and he's like, "We don't have a filming permit. Run!"
Oh. Wow. Who asked for Joe Dirt 2? Like at this point, we might as well get Freddy Got Fingered 2.
I would love that so much just to know what they would do. And now that Rip Torn is dead, they would make a plot with the Freddy Got Fingered 2.
They can hire someone else to play Rip Torn's character, like Jeff Bridges or something.
No, I was thinking the plot would be his dad.
Rip Torn.
I was thinking the plot would be his dad is dead, and it just goes from there.
What
Damn.
if? Oh, but what if?
Daddy,
I don't know.
Daddy, why did you leave me? And he starts like humping his dad's
What did you do,
grave.
Daddy? He like digs up the grave, like shaking the corpse. Why, Daddy? Why?
He like starts humping it, and he's like, "Daddy, why?"
They actually exhume like the like actual coffin.
Why did you leave me?
Like
and he's just walking around with this fucking decayed corpse, just like, oh my god.
You said you were going to be proud of me, Daddy.
Oh man.
He just lugs around the corpse. They call it Weekend at Freddy's.
Weekend at Freddy's. Wake up, Daddy! Wake up!
Oh no.
He just starts screaming in its face, just screaming, not even saying anything.
Like the fat,
The fucking jaw just falls off, and it's just like getting the skin to black and shit.
This is all happening at the funeral.
He just jumps into the fucking hole while they're trying to bury him, and
I'm going with you, Daddy.
He crawls into the grave, and his mom's like, "Honey, stop! No, stop, please!" And he's
I'm
like,
going where
"Daddy."
I'm going back where I belong.
I'm gonna make you so proud, Daddy.
it's just him saying "daddy" for 95% of the film.
This is worse than my idea. My idea was just a simple, like, hey, he gets his cartoon, it gets canceled, and it gets rebooted.
Yeah,
But-
no, your idea sucks. This is better.
No.
That can be the rest of the plot. This is just the opening.
Oh,
No. His dad dying is what leads him to like make a new show.
Yeah.
And he's like,
called Dead.
I don't
Daddy.
need you.
Zebras in America 2016.
And they don't get any of the original cast back.
Oh no.
It's just new people doing a very, very bad version of the original cast.
Except the males. Except the male actors can come.
Yeah. Oh,
Tom Green is the only reprisal. Have Tom Green and Billy Eichner
Because
ever
of
done
Joe Dirt 2.
Oh.
Joe Dirt 2 opens up very terrible holes that we shouldn't talk about.
Has Tom Green and Billy Eichner ever done a collaboration? Because I would love to see that.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who does Man on the Street, that guy who just walks up to people and asks some like
no.
random stupid questions.
No, I don't think so, as far as I know.
Damn.
The guy who played Timon in the Lion King movie because I guess he needed a
Oh.
paycheck that bad.
Shit. Damn. That
It
could've
was like,
been
might
me.
as well fucking do it. It's not like,
I mean, that might have been a fat paycheck, but
Yeah.
hey, it's paycheck's a paycheck, right?
Yeah, so do we have any other best things that happened this year? Best video game?
The best thing that happened in, well, okay. never
I was
mind,
gonna
don't have
say
anything
I
about
want to
video
talk like
games.
Florpus. Florpus was like one of my favorite
Oh.
things. to
Invader's
come out.
in, yeah.
That was pretty
This-
fun.
Yeah.
Enter the
I
Florpus was
wish-
shockingly good.
I wish the Enter the Florpus used music by My Chemical Romance, like that one fan edit somebody made where they put
Me,
in
what you made.
I'm not
Yeah.
okay, I promise. You know?
Shut up! Just admit you made it.
It was Emily that edited that together.
Oh, isn't Emily still here? They never actually went away.
Oh, hang on. I think they're over here.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, what's going on? It's me. Are you talking about Enter the Florpus?
Yeah.
I want someone to enter my Florpus.
Well, we didn't
Well,
want you here.
I hear it's pretty dusty in there, so it's probably
No,
not the best
fuck
place to go.
off.
Ooh.
Fuck off.
You gonna fucking take that, Emily? You just got fucking
No,
owned,
I'm
dumb
not.
bitch.
This
Yeah,
is
dumb
bullshit.
cunt.
Fuck
Yeah, you
you.
Get the
stupid
fuck
cunt.
out of here and go listen to fucking.
Whore. Fuck Pan, not you.
Oh yeah, let's not get into other shit that I've seen with Pan.
Yeah.
Next question, as Pan would say.
Oh,
Yeah, too bad Pan's not here.
I'm here.
Yeah, are you?
Well,
He's always here.
we can talk about Enter the Florpus.
Floor pussy.
Floor pussy, yeah.
You know,
So good at comedy.
I've been seeing people like say the idea of like they'd want more Zim after this. I don't know. I was completely fine with it. I think that could have been just like I could have been completely fine if that was the last Zim thing ever made. Like,
Well, you gotta wonder, like, what's gonna be one of those franchises that just never dies and keeps having reboots, like Turtles or Transformers? You know, those are from the '80s. What's gonna be the 2000s equivalent of that? You know?
I gotta.
Wouldn't that technically be Ben
like it
10?
was made in the 2000s.
Oh, Ben 10.
Oh yeah, I guess that could be Ben 10. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, SpongeBob has his own fucking musical
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah,
They
the
already-
musical's fucking
SpongeBob
bomber as hell.
We're gonna go see SpongeBob the Musical in San Antonio.
Slam Antonio, Texas.
Yeah.
Fan meetup, not really at Six
No.
Flags.
Tell me how it is. We're gonna go see it when it approaches our town.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, the one thing that's pretty cool is I can kind of say I'm a ride operator, but not really because it's just a carousel. But at my job, I'm a Christmas elf at my job, and I work the carousel, and That's pretty fun.
You're
It
not a
makes me
Christmas
feel-
elf in real life?
No, only for my job.
You're funny. You're
But
funny.
if you're a Christmas elf,
I
you
know.
can take an elfie, like a selfie, just like that one guy from the Game Awards.
No,
They can-
we're not allowed. We're not allowed to have our phones out in public. Santa will get mad at us. Oh,
It ruins the
speaking of
magic.
Santa- No, let me see. I remember one of our Santas was very pissed off because this one kid did not want to look at the camera, so he like got his neck and was like, you better fucking look, you little asshole.
He just snaps his neck.
The mom was pretty pissed, but the grandma was like, ni modo, like that's what he gets.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Sounds like a
deserved it.
grandma.
That little son of a bitch deserved it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Ungrateful little bastard.
I think I have like 9 days left to work at this point.
Oh.
Godspeed to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I put my application at my place, so it's like maybe they'll actually hire me. But if not, I still got like a little bit of money left over from my benefits, so it's whatevs.
Yeah.
Yeah, soon Santa won't be my fucking boss anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, I've heard some like horror stories from my Santa. I've heard about like this one person like was real touchy-feely with Santa for whatever reason. Like, whoa, calm down there, lady.
Santa baby.
Pretty much.
I want you for Christmas this year.
Stop impersonating my sister Emily.
I wasn't even trying to do that.
No, this is Michael's sister, Clarissa.
Clarissa.
Because Clarissa knows everything, bitch.
She explains it all, like that one show.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Can we all just
Hey,
pretend?
Clarissa, what's it like being the the sister of a voice actor?
Brothers.
Could be like the
You
Brian
got
cousin.
Get my gender wrong, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Can we all just like
asshole
convert this into Emily podcast where we all do Emily impressions, but we all our own characters?
My name is Jessica.
Oh my god.
I'm the real Emily.
Oh no. Stop it. It's no. B. Stop it. Fuck you. I'm the top queen.
This is
I slay, bitch. Fuck.
In the end, you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, a million.
I swear to God, I just heard someone just yell "re" for 4 seconds.
This is terrible.
This is the best podcast ever.
What was the topic? I forgot. Best of the year.
Best of the year.
That right there, we just did it.
Yeah.
This is chaos.
Oh wait, but we did the best. What's the like absolute fucking worst that you wish you weren't born to have seen? Like
Justice
to the point
League
where it
vers-
makes you wish.
Justice League versus the Fatal Five.
What's so
What
bad
the
about
fuck is
that?
that?
It's that new Bruce Timm DC animated movie that just came out, and ever since Batman and Harley Quinn, I think Bruce Timm has just kind of slowly lost his mind.
Oh,
He's gone the route of Frank Miller.
Like he was like one of my favorite people in the animation industry in the past 4 years. He's just slowly lost his mind and doesn't know what to make anymore.
So like the animation equivalent of Kevin Smith?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
Let
please!
me-
I want that He-Man show he's working on to be good so bad.
I think somebody mentioned it.
We got a good She-Ra cartoon. I don't care about anything else.
Oh yeah, She-Ra was pretty good.
He-Man.
We also have
Seismanos.
Seismanos was really fucking great. Like holy
Yeah.
shit, that was really good. But the She-Ra thing, they have like a She-Ra walk around character at Orlando, the Universal Park. But I'm not sure. Somebody mentioned the Batman versus Superman.
That was me.
earlier. Yeah. Okay. Well, I remember when I was living out of town. I was supposed to go watch that movie. We bought a ticket and everything. I don't really give a shit about DC, to be honest, or superhero movies. So I remember we had a group of friends. They went to go see it, and we met them at IHOP. And we saw them leave very happy. They all came back very fucking pissed off. They were like, "Wow, this movie fucking sucks." And then they were eating their fucking pancakes like very fucking angrily. So I'm not too sure how bad that movie was.
Oh, dude, fucking movie, these pancakes, the fucking movie.
Yeah, like did you? Whoever mentioned it, did you see it? Because was it that bad?
Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I think it was that one. Something where Superman dies at the end or something.
Yeah, that's Batman v Superman.
Yeah, they were just like, oh, the fucking Lex Luthor was like the shittiest one, and I don't know. They were just pissed off.
Okay, Jesse Eisenberg is the only one in that entire movie actually having fun. Number one, it's like it is not a good performance, but my God, he's
Clark
at least
Kent
the only.
meets Bruce Wayne. I love bringing people together.
He's literally the only entertaining character in that entire movie because at least he's the only one that's actually trying to have fun. Like everyone else is just so fucking flat in that movie. Like nobody's an interesting character. Nobody's written well. It's obvious there was a shit ton of rewrites on that movie. And oh my God, for every time I looked at my phone, it felt like 20 minutes had gone by and it was only like 10 minutes. Like every single time.
You know, I'm really glad somebody called in that day to make me not be able to go then, because if I already don't give a shit about superhero movies, or not that I don't give a shit, it's like it has to be good. Like for example, Pan really loves the first Captain America movie. I thought it was god awful boring.
Wow.
I was like, wow,
I fucking love Captain America. I fucking love Captain America.
That's great and all, but my personal
That's great and all, but shut up.
Well, no, I just like all the Captain America movies, but
the first one was really boring to me. I haven't seen the rest of them, and then I was forced to go watch Endgame, so I was like, I mean, I guess it's okay. I guess I know who these characters are. They're all over the fucking TV and shit.
Yeah, it's like I'm a big fan. I really really like Shazam this year. I loved Shazam.
So Shazam was fucking great. I loved that too.
Mhm.
That was a really good movie.
I can't wait for the next movie where they fight a caterpillar. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for Mr. Mind to finally be in a DC movie, and I want to know how they're going to do it.
Nice.
Like how they are going to have him fight.
Oh, let's see. Sausage Party was a thing that happened this decade.
It was okay.
Sausage Party. I'm just gonna keep doing the Cosmodor thing. That's all I'm gonna do.
It was okay.
Go. Oh yeah, that was a thing. That's like.
I'm just trying to remember what happened this decade. I don't know. I have very bad. So I was just finished my alcoholic beverage I was drinking. So
beverage.
I'm sorry.
Your alcoholic
Yeah, I'm sorry.
beverage.
Yeah. So I'm sorry if I sound pretty not so mentally sane.
It's okay. Aren't we all just a little bit insane?
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
Ooh,
One of my favorite social media posts. Before interrupting you really quick, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Was when somebody said the Joker, like this was before we knew much about the Joker movie. Somebody said the Joker movie is going to end with the big bad guy like about to firing off his giant blue laser, and he's like, "You're insane!" And the Joker slowly turns to him and goes, "Aren't we all?" Before kicking him into the laser, killing him instantly. And I'm like, that's the Joker movie I wanted. God damn it!
Were you let down when you actually saw the movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I didn't want a depressing, fucked up psychological delve into a man slowly going insane.
That's like a shit. We just gave you like a reverse spoiler.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I already know what happens. Like that type of stuff doesn't bother me really.
Yeah.
I know that movie came out on my birthday, which I was like, yeah, I hope it does good. If not, then well, guess my
Your birthday's cursed, and also the movie Cuck came out.
Oh yeah, Cuck came out on my birthday too.
Yeah, a movie called Cuck.
What is Cuck?
It's about like a guy who's like really right wing, and he has a gun.
Oh
and
no!
He's, like, really angry.
Is it so? It sounds like God Bless America, but not good.
Maybe,
Yeah.
could be.
I guess so.
That is a movie that I want to recommend that movie to people, but that movie is very hard to recommend because it depends on how much you like shock humor.
Oh, is it basically? Wasn't that the one that was basically like falling down? where
It
it's just
was
the guy-
Bobcat Goldthwait
Yeah, that's
directed
the
it,
one.
and it's like this guy who's essentially sick of like he's like watching this like American Idol type show, and he like gets and this like mentally handicapped guy gets like made fun of by the audience, and he like that's just kind of the final straw where he's just like, man, fuck the world. So he just goes on a killing spree and like kills these like reality TV stars and like all these other random like TV icons. And then this like teenage girl gets involved and like he like kind of adopts her or something. And then they end up going on American Idol and like shooting up the studio and they get shot up. It's such a messed up movie, but it's a genuinely funny movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie and I want to see it.
That sounds interesting. I've never heard of this movie, but that sounds.
I found it on Netflix one day, like a few years ago, and I just watched it, and I just like, it's good, but it's a very hard movie to recommend if you don't like shock humor.
Have you ever seen Falling Down?
No, I've heard of it though.
Okay,
I mean, I fell down a lot before, but
I would. Well, I think I was. I think they talked about that on the new Best of the Worst. Like they talked about that for a bit. That's the one with Michael Douglas.
Yeah,
they were talking
Michael
about
Douglas,
that.
where he's like, I don't know, just late to work and he's just angry about society, and then he goes to like McDonald's or whatever, and they stop serving breakfast after like 11, and he's like,
is that why?
That's one of the reasons he got really pissed.
Oh, I thought you were saying that was the catalyst for the entire plot.
No.
No, I thought that's what you were saying too. I was about to say, like, man, I remember once when we went to McDonald's before they had breakfast all day. My mom was like, we got there maybe within the last 20 minutes of it ending, and they were like, no, we can't serve you breakfast, we're sorry. And my mom was just so pissed.
You tell them that they still have Egg McMuffins in there because it just ended a minute ago. I want my Egg McMuffin.
Yes. Please.
Last Saturday, me and the girlfriend decided to have breakfast for dinner, and she had cooked sausage, and they ended up being like bad, like it just went bad. But like she didn't realize it until like halfway through cooking it. I was like, oh, that smells bad. So I went to the McDonald's next to us and got 4 sausage patties. That's it. Just 4 sausage
patties?
Yeah,
just
the patties.
You can do that? You can literally just go in and say, hey, I want some sausage patties.
They basically charge you for like an Egg McMuffin or something. So it was like $1 per patty. But because we already made we had a really delicious, I'll show you the picture of it, but it was fried egg, sausage, and waffle. We had waffle sandwiches.
Awesome.
Sounds
Waffles
awesome. That sounds
XD.
yummy.
Yeah. Plus I have this really killer keto waffle like recipe, and it's only like 2 carbs per waffle, and they taste legitimately like a regular waffle. It's awesome.
Yay.
Nice.
I would say I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
I just want to eat more.
You guys want to get into questions?
Sure.
Oh.
Let's see what question.
Make me gay.
Well,
let's see. This one at VCTF asks favorite pizza.
Like pizza place or just pizza topping?
They just asked favorite pizza.
Costco pizza.
Costco pizza is pretty legit.
At VCTF says.
That's what I just said.
Oh, just making sure you said the name.
God.
Blue Malnati's deep dish.
Drunk as fuck.
I like getting.
I just actually did you know that Costco pizza is so popular it's actually bigger than some of the biggest pizza chains?
Really?
Yeah, I actually
No
found
wonder
out
Pizza Hut's depressing nowadays.
It's in like the top 10 like it is by technicality because of how much money they have made on the pizza. Costco is technically in like the top 10 biggest pizza chains.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good shit though.
My favorite pizza is, well, I have a soft spot for that shitty like square pizza that you get from like cafeterias in high school.
Oh yeah.
yeah, me too.
The one with
I
the
got some
cheese
strong.
Well,
the cheese
we never
that's
had
melted
square
like
pizza.
just right.
We had like circular pizza at our school.
What are you
That's
fucking
disgusting.
millionaires?
You had
Yeah.
Lunchables pizza?
No, it wasn't Lunchables. Like it was deep dish, but it was like in a circle.
Oh,
with, like,
Chicago deep
pepperonis
dish.
on top.
Chicago deep dish is the best pizza. Oh,
Dude, yeah, Lou Malnati's is the hottest shit.
Lou Malnati's?
Yeah,
What the fuck is that?
it's a deep dish chain in Chicago.
Do I have to sign a contract to be able to get some?
What?
Are you like you have to sign a waiver? It's
What's the joke?
I don't know.
It gives you heart attacks because it's just that good. Like,
no, it's home of the butter crust, where it's like a nice flaky buttery crust.
Oh,
it's really good. And it also has like a thick layer of sausage and like a thick layer of fucking God, just so good, just delicious.
I don't really have preference for topping. I guess I'd say like sausage pizza, but I'd say again like Chicago deep dish. But there is one pizza chain, and it is only a chain by technicality because there are more of them in Italy and there are 2 in the United States. It is a family-owned pizza chain back where I used to live called Filippo's, and it is the best pizza. It is the crunchiest crust, and they put alcohol in the sauce so it actually has a sweeter taste than most pizza sauce. It is amazing. It is so good.
I want to go there.
And I have always said that is the best pizza I've ever had, and it only exists in like 2 cities in Illinois.
Oh.
And Italy. But
I really like this this place called Aircoy's Pizza in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm sure the pizza doesn't taste as good, or I'm not even sure the place is open anymore, but like I know that as a kid that was like my favorite pizza. Right now I'm craving, if I could have pizza in front of me right now, Jet's Pizza, which is in Indianapolis and a few other Midwestern places. It's a Detroit style pizza, which is basically just mostly crust. But they have this really good spice. Ooh, no, I want hot box pizza. Oh God, why are we doing this?
Because hold on, let me find their fucking name. Because VCTF, they asked us for our pizza. So if that's for pizza, somebody else pick a question.
Spicy pepperoni, just in general, it's my favorite topping.
Yeah.
I don't like it when you do that. Don't do that.
She can do what she wants.
Questions.
Someone named Ugly Barnacle 025 said, "Would you like green eggs and ham?" Which I guess is an excuse to talk about the Netflix show.
Oh, I still haven't seen it.
It's so good. So good.
That was one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books to read as a kid, just because I used to get pissed off when I was a kid. I used to actually get mad when I would read the book and be like, why is Sam being so rude? He doesn't want that fucking eggs and ham.
He's trying to
He gets so mad.
put him in his cult.
Right? It is a cult book. It's a cult show too.
But yeah, Green Eggs and Ham is it's so good. The show is so good. It has no reason to be as good as it is.
That's true.
Yeah. Why is it so good though? I haven't seen it.
It's the funny thing is I remember when I had watched the whole thing, I remember saying to myself, there's no reason this should be as good as it is, because it adds things that were not part of the original story. It essentially makes it like a road trip heist almost movie, like like a show. It's essentially super detached from the book, yet at the same time really faithful to the style and writing of the book, but also has a lot of modern comedic elements in how it's written. It shouldn't work. It on paper it sounds like how I would be describing Horton Hears a Who, but it works so well. Like, because every character is written so well and the plots are done so well, and it's just a great setup for a show that you would not expect would come out of a book like Green Eggs and Ham. Again, it's essentially a road trip show.
Yeah, eventually I'll be able to see it, but I had to watch a bunch of shows for the best of the decade, which is the next video after this, and it's like, damn, there's no time to watch everything. It's fucked up. Well, it's fucked. Hip hop.
And my boy Adney West, because apparently he can't spell his name right. It says, "Let Nolan talk about Sym-Bionic Titan for 2 hours."
No, reject it. New
Guess
question.
we're going on for another 2 hours.
Y'all are just jealous and haters.
I want to hear you talk about Sym-Bionic
Thank
Titan for
you.
2 hours. Please enlighten me.
We let him do it, but we all leave. We all mute our mics.
Yesterday, I was thinking about the Tokyo Drift episode.
Yeah,
Teriyaki
good
boys.
episode.
Yeah. I was because yesterday I was wondering like, who were those guys that did that one song in Tokyo Drift, the one that goes like dun 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 dun, dun, and then the Japanese lady starts singing. You know,
Sing it. Come on, go for it.
You know.
Oh, you're
that's how it
so
goes.
cute.
See, that cut out for me for a second, so all I heard was nya nya, and then it just stopped for like 4
You get the
seconds.
idea.
Oh, well, that's pretty much the general gist. So you're not missing out on much.
Yeah. Rude that.
Well, what happened? Nolan's supposed to talk about Sym-Bionic Titan. That was the question.
I just liked hearing the joke. I just liked hearing the funny jokes.
Just look, it's time we go to Japan. That'd be nice.
Yeah, we
I want to
can all
go to
share
Japan.
we can all share a pod hotel or whatever it's
Oh
called.
yeah, those little desk cabinets.
Yeah, it'd be like sardines.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Guy named Crystal asked, "What do you think the 2010s will be best known for in the future?"
No action shows, story-based comedy cartoons. You know, the internet taking over.
But as a whole, like politically and economically, what will it be known for?
Who cares about that shit?
Exactly. But
yeah, it's like when I think 90s, I'm not thinking like, oh, that's when Bush and Clinton were there. No, I'm thinking like, oh shit, that's when Nickelodeon was making good cartoons. Yeah.
Ooh, this could be Pokélord 15. Do you think Ghostbusters Afterlife will be good?
Oh yeah, it's like Stranger Things, but it's Ghostbusters now.
That like that's just accurate. Like there's no way to go about it. That's just all it is. I kind of like the kid angle of like, making it so different from the other version. Like the 2016 one, while it was different from the original, it wasn't different enough to feel fresh.
It was just like, I find the female Ghostbusters funny because, like, well, not funny, but hang on, I find it interesting how they just say I don't know, the first trailer to that Ghostbusters female one said 30 years ago, New York was under attack by ghosts. This year, these girls take over or whatever. And the movie does not share any continuity with the old movie, so it's really weird that was in the trailer.
Yeah, for some reason, like all the original cast is in it. So, like that's the other
it's
thing.
cameos.
Well, I know. I mean, like I've never really understood that particular like confusion. It just sounds like people are stupid. It's referencing the
Whoa.
movie came out 30 years ago.
Are you calling me stupid?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Well, I mean, look, it's like if I go watch Batman Begins or something, the thing doesn't say 60 years ago some guy drew a comic. Now here's a movie.
I've actually seen some advertisements for movies go that route,
which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Is that how the Peanuts movie was advertised?
Well, it's kind of like I think the Wall-E Pixar trailer where it's like years ago we were at a cafe and we thought of these other movies. Now here's the one movie we also thought of, Wall-E.
Oh, I think I remember.
Yeah, that was on the Ratatouille DVD.
Ratatouille.
Let's see. Another question we have is from Wogglebug. Says, what's a cartoon you always tell yourself you're going to watch because it looks good, but you can't bring yourself to actually watch it?
Ooh.
Any sort of filler-heavy anime. It's like
anything that I have to actually put effort into watching.
See, for me, it gets harder to watch a show. Like, because I keep telling myself there are some shows like I'll watch it eventually, and then it gets to like season 4 and they're on like 70 episodes, and then I'm like, now there's too many. Now I don't want to binge it.
It's not a cartoon, but like I'm pushing through Letterkenny right now.
Letterkenny?
I've never heard of that.
It's how do I describe this? It's basically hillbillies in Canada, like Canadian hillbillies. And like it is both very interesting, but I can't figure out why. I can't recommend it to anybody, but I've had everyone recommend it to me. And I'm watching it and it's okay. But I'm also still invested in it. I don't know. It's really hard to describe.
I still haven't watched Craig of the Creek.
I need to. I really want to. I like the lesbian
Get
episode.
into. Yeah, the goth girls.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all the episodes, like one after another. But it's pretty fun. Like some episodes that I've seen. One cartoon I want to watch from like beginning to end is the Victor and Valentina one. That one.
Ooh, I haven't watched that. Yeah, I haven't watched that either.
Well, I mean, like we were talking with someone who worked on the show, and like the season 2 was going to be a lot better since it's going to be more story based, and the first episodes are kind of just individual.
Oh, okay, no, Rise of the Ninja Turtles. That's the show where I keep putting off, and I keep telling myself I'm going to watch it.
It looks so good. Like I don't know if the story's any good, but visually it is.
I've heard it's really unfunny, but like it looks great.
What? Okay, well, I've only ever seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but I really love the way that they portray Donnie. Donnie's like my favorite turtle.
Oh,
my friends have told they listen to this, so they'll know who I'm talking about. But yeah, shout out to my homies.
Because I know they just introduced Shredder, and I really like what they're doing with Shredder.
Did they really? I gotta see what he looks like.
He in the show, as far as I know, he's more like an ancient like Chinese demon, like Japanese demon or something like that. And they like finally summon him, and he's like this big. He looks I'm trying to remember. He looks kind of like this big prawn demon, like metallic like lizard thing.
Oh wow, that I would have not known that was Shredder. Shredder looks more like the dragon villain, the next mutation.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I was that's what I was. It was a Pokemon I was trying to find that it reminded me of. There we go. It was one of the ones
green faced one.
No. It reminded me of this one from Sun and Moon. Put it in the chat. It reminded me of this one.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Don't know what that is.
It's like Genopod. It's the Wimple evolution.
Galissapod.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, here's a question at Griffin Spear says, "Hi, I'm relatively new to your podcast. I'm curious about all your origin stories. What made you fall in love with animation? How did you get to know each other? Is your this is like 50 questions.
Damn.
Is your love for animation as strong as now as it was when you started your podcast? Sorry for all the questions."
Damn, bro.
What made us watch cartoons?
Let's just take one question each. Like none of us answer all 5. Just Noah answers the first part. I'll answer the second part. Pam will answer the third. Be fine.
Yeah.
Will it?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Let's see. The first question is, what made you fall in love with animation? I don't know. It's colorful, so
It's kind of like my parents just like your parents probably just sat you down in front of a TV and just watched it.
Yeah, watch this shit, B. And that's how it worked.
What made me fall in love with animation was Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was like my shit for a long time when I was little. I was younger.
The owl, the one that like sings, like he sings in his own voice, and everyone hates it. Well, everyone loves it, but his parents hate it. And then like the dad comes in and tells him to sing the other way, and then the people hate it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Are you talking about Courage, or are you talking about something else?
I'm talking about cartoon. Like,
what cartoon?
Gotta say, I don't.
Wake up. I don't.
What the?
I think it's.
What are you talking about?
I think it's Al Johnson, maybe.
Oh, you're talking about I Love to Singa?
Yeah, I Love to Singa.
Oh, I love that short. It's like an old Tex Avery cartoon from.
Yeah, between that one and the little Audrey, where she like makes a gingerbread man and then he runs away and it becomes kind of this Alice in Wonderland style of like the gingerbread man's getting married to the angel food cake.
I liked the little Audrey one where it's like she goes into the Mother Goose rhymes, like the old little Audrey short. Yeah. As I used to have those public domain like Popeye, Betty Boop DVDs that had like 70 cartoons on them, and only like 2 of them were actually related to the DVD. Yeah. Oh, here's all these other public domain Fleischer cartoons no one remembers.
And then I really, really loved Yogi's Treasure Hunt.
No, that was one of the Yogi Bear like specials.
yeah.
I don't think that was a show.
No, it was a show. There was
Oh,
a
I thought it was a
season.
special.
No, I know what I'm talking about, sir.
Sorry, I've never seen Yogi
It was
Treasure Hunt.
fantastic. Okay, that's part of the theme song.
Yeah.
I distinctly, I don't think this was the first cartoon I ever watched, but for some reason, I always remember that like the earliest cartoon memory I have was watching an episode of Garfield and Friends.
Wow.
Like a
That's
rerun of
weird.
Garfield and Friends. That's like the earliest cartoon memory I have.
Sad.
Damn,
Garfield
man.
had a cartoon.
Yeah.
That was
I
rude.
feel like that's one. I didn't know Garfield had a cartoon.
Are you
Just-
high?
He's
Fuck
done multiple
you.
cartoons.
I didn't know Garfield had a. Okay, that's on the same list of. That's on the same list of like I didn't know that Sonic and a lot of video game characters had cartoons. I
And
don't
all
know.
of them are
She's sheltered
Canadian.
in- I'm like her Michael Jackson showing her the childhood she never had and taking her to my ranch.
Yeah, he takes me to his ranch and we're there for quite a few hours. I haven't
Yeah.
seen sunlight in a while.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Does he like tie you up to the radiator?
MJ was innocent, by the way.
He doesn't tie me up to a radiator because once I got a burnt, so he was like, "Oh, can't do that anymore. I don't want you getting hurt."
Yeah.
He was saying something about he was
No.
saying something keep your skin perfect
No.
or something like that while whispering in a really awkward tone.
Corey Feldman denied the allegations Michael Jackson faced, so I trust him.
I assume his Buffalo Bill voice would be just Stephanie.
Oh, probably.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Whenever Pan's mad at me, he talks to me in Emily's voice. But whenever he
That's a
wants something
lie.
from, he talks in Stephanie's voice.
No.
That's how he gets me to agree to things.
Yeah.
This
What
is
kind of things?
this is bizarre. I'm
Oh,
not here for
next question.
I was asking them.
Yeah. Let me get to the last question.
Shockingly, Ranger Smith is missing in most of season 3 of Yogi Bear's Treasure Hunt, according to the Wikipedia.
Uh-oh.
I did find an interesting one that I think fits the theming of the month. CK Draws Stuff said, since we're in the holiday season, who's your favorite Santa Claus interpretation in specials or movies?
You know what doesn't get enough love is that one movie, Rise of the
Yeah.
Rise of the what?
Rise of the Guardians.
Rise of the Knocking
On
Door.
my end, you cut out, so I just heard Rise of the.
Oh.
Rise of the Guardians is
Exactly.
yeah.
Is that the Owl movie or the one with the?
What is it with you and owls?
That's Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, the Owls one is Guardians of Gahul. Rise of the Guardians is the one with Jack and the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
one that came out the year
Or as I
after.
like to call him, Daddy Claus.
Yeah.
Voiced by
What is
nobody
with-
saw it.
Okay, it is Christmas time. We need to talk. But what is with so many people making Santa Claus into a daddy?
Oh no.
Santa with
Because he's
muscles.
willing to
Fucking
give-
of it, Izzy. Shut up.
I don't know. I find it
Awkward.
interesting that there's so many takes on Santa Claus where they're like, let's make him hot.
Why not? If we can make the KFC guy hot, let's just make Santa hot.
I have a package
There's-
you, ho ho.
There's not enough daddies in the world, okay?
Hulk
more
Hogan is
daddies.
Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other Santas?
Trying to-
Santa Bird.
See, there's so many. I'm trying to think. Like, what's a
The X-Men and Kids Next Door who are just
Oh
That
yeah.
was a good one.
The Christmas. What were they called? The X Force or something?
Xmas Force.
X-Squad?
Xmas Force.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Some bullshit like that.
With the Tom Kenny doing a Stanley impression.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's another good Santa
The Billy and
Claus?
Mandy one.
Yeah.
Speaking
was
of hang on.
Yeah.
Speaking of X-Men, I found out, and there was one fighting game on PlayStation 1 where you can play as Professor Xavier and just beat up the Juggernaut and stuff.
Is that the one
Yeah.
where like the wheelchair is like
Yeah.
weaponized or something?
Yes. He's just like bashing into people, punching them in the wheelchair. It's just like Professor Xavier's just using his fists.
he's just fucking ripping off Bentley from Sly Cooper. It's bullshit.
You kick Bentley's ass. The little
Fuck
turtle.
you, little bitch.
Tip him over on his back. He's useless.
No, fucking tip Xavier over, and he's like, "Oh, I can't fucking get up. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm only
No,
a
he can
bit."
still use telekinesis.
Yeah, and do what? Think really hard, like an idiot.
I mean, he could make his
Yeah, just
head.
like
He
a-
could literally make his head explode.
Yeah, nuke someone's mind, nuke that turtle. Yeah.
Give
You
him a-
see, there's a key
he
difference
can
though.
mind blow someone.
Professor Xavier has a conscience. Bentley does not. He is a sociopath.
Oh no.
Ergo,
Nah.
ergo.
Well, I'm sure the rest of the X-Men will back him up.
Wait, I
Well,
do.
Yeah.
The one you brought, the Billy and Mandy Santa Claus, I really like. The Gilbert Gottfried Santa.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Gilbert Gottfried's the best. I love him.
I like
Yeah.
the Seth MacFarlane Santa from Robot Chicken. I like that one a lot.
Oh yeah, the one where they had that Dragon Ball Z thing.
Yes.
You know? And it just has my favorite line where it's just like Goku saying the Budokai Tenkaichi has finally been solved.
What
and
the
Santa
fuck
just
are you talking about?
yeah.
That's my wife. Oh, my favorite is just when he comes down the chimney. It just goes, oh, my motherfucking knees.
Like, that's the last time I delivered toys to Japan.
Damn. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, but is this the end of the holiday podcast?
Yeah,
Why do
'cause
you
I
keep
need water.
Why do you keep saying that as if like you have no control over it? Like,
I don't know. I'm tired. It's already been like 2 hours.
Oh my god.
time
it's
flies
like
when you're having
an hour.
fun.
I have to talk to people. When?
Yeah.
I'm Pan Pizza. Hi guys, thanks for coming to the Pan Pizza Party podcast where we pop them pussies.
Shut up.
That's something you would actually say though. Can I have that water?
Oh, I'm Pan Pizza. Who are you?
I'm Nolan.
Water.
Hi, I'm Nesska.
That sounded like I'm making fun of you. By the way, Daddy, can I have my Wawa?
Yeah.
Oh.
That free
Fuck.
water.
Thank you, Papa John.
No.
No, Papa John's has the worst shit pizza ever.
I thought you
No,
were
it
about to say
doesn't. Little
Papa.
Caesars does.
I thought you were about to say Papa John's has the worst water. For like what we were talking.
It might. Depends on the place you go to.
I'll tell you, my Burger King once had the worst Sprite ever, because I remember one time as a kid in 5th grade, we opened up the drink, the soft drink thing, and saw that there was like a dead ant in the Sprite. Yeah,
Been
Ew,
there.
just
gross.
floating.
I've had Sprite
Yeah.
that literally just tasted like they just melted a bunch of ice cubes in it, so it was like watered out Sprite.
Ugh, awful.
Gross.
Yeah. So goodbye,
Well,
everyone.
if anything, I had a very fun podcast. I love you
Same.
guys.
This was
I love y'all
fun.
Time for
too.
me to go drink a gallon of water.
Thank you for
Oh,
finally
thank you.
joining, Mike. The blood oath has been fulfilled.
I mean, you allowed me to join, and for that, I thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Please hydrate, friend.
Bye.
I'll hydrate you all with my semen.
Oh.
Bye.
Want the Wawa.
It's in my mouth.
Yay.
It's
Rehydrate.
all in your
me.
mouth, everybody.
Yeah, it tastes so salty yet so good.
This is the worst end bit we've ever done.
Yes. So nice on my skin. I love it. Give me the Louis Wednesdays in my Louis Wednesdays.
Someday.
I have students that listen to this podcast.
It's in my fucking hair!
In my eyes.
My eyes!
It burns!